We have new interesting theories from all around the world sent in by you all that's going to make us question everything. Thank you, Titan Slayer, for the next couple of videos.
What's up, family? China has issued a dead serious warning to the United States. China will not fire the first shot, but China will never allow you to fire the second shot. Check it out.
Policy is very clear. China will not fire the first shot, but China will not allow you to fire the second shot. China will never allow the United States to launch a war against China, conventional or nuclear, without suffering devastating consequences. If you have not watched the Victory Day parade in Beijing on September the 3rd, one of the weapons China demonstrated, we call it 61, because it can contain 60 nuclear warheads plus one hydrogen bomb. Now, in the world of today, let me tell you, which country has hydrogen bomb? China is the only country with hydrogen bomb. And that ICBM can cover every corner of the world in less than 20 minutes and destroy any target in any corner of the world without any possibility of being intercepted. I hope Washington has learned the lesson. If you want to have war, you will get war. If you want to destroy China, you will be destroyed. If you want to impose nuclear war on China, you will be wiped out by nuclear war. This is very serious.
Basically, what China was saying was don't start none, won't be none.
Somebody asked me the other day, why don't you trust the what radicalized you? What radicalized me in a short answer would be reading declassified government documents. Just because people don't realize that obviously they declassify them when they feel like they're not of importance anymore to be withheld from the public. But declassified government documents will genuinely tell you everything that you need to know about them. And the one that I feel like held the most importance to me, or that stuck with me the longest, was Operation Northwoods. I don't think it was a CIA document. Don't quote me on it, but I'm like 99% sure it was Department of Defense. But the Department of Defense was trying to find a way to justify going to war with Cuba. And so the plan for Operation Northwoods was to plant attacks all over the United States. They had talked about hijacking on our own citizens, and we were going to blame it on Cuba and go to war with Cuba. And the biggest part of Operation Northwoods' plan was to Miami. So we're talking probably hundreds, if not thousands, of people dead, so that we could go to war with Cuba. That was the plan. And the only reason this did not happen is because of Kennedy. Kennedy said, if that doesn't tell you everything you need to know about the I don't know what will. And if that's not a good starting point for you, I don't know what would be. Because, like, babe, you think they give a cutting snack benefits during a government shutdown? They were going to Miami. They don't give a whether or not you have food. Look at the bigger picture. They don't care about you. And honestly, if you want to talk about the SNAP benefits, that's manufactured scarcity. You can argue with me about it. The government shuts down, prisons are still open, police aren't defunded, and Pentagon's still getting their checks, and the only thing that disappeared was food. Right.
I just got word that the Venezuelan president, Maduro, he's giving every single one of his citizens a gun. He said that he is arming his entire country. Now, remember, they're saying that he's a dictator and the people hate him. So why would a dictator give all of its citizens firearms if they were going to uprise against the government? Don't you think the last thing the president of Venezuela would want is for each and every one of them to be armed? How does that make any sense? Start asking yourself these questions, because they are trying to spin a narrative. And Maduro says that the Venezuelan people will fight. They will fight alongside him and the Venezuelan military. You need to start asking the right questions. What is really happening? Why do they want to try to take over Venezuela?
Someone was saying, like, it's deeper than oil. There's something else there that they want. Somebody also said it's probably the same reason he wanted to go into Nigeria, because of resources.
I'm about to be honest with you. And you could tell me I'm wrong if you want. Matter of fact, I want you to prove me wrong. Prove me wrong if you can. But they are using these Mandela effects to hide things. The reason why, I don't know.
Yes.
But look at this right here.
I'm
Listen to this right
sure
here.
that they taught us that blood was blue inside the body until it hits oxygen and then it turns red. And I just saw a video of a 6th grade teacher talking about why do her 6th graders think that blood is blue. And my first thought was, how do you, as a teacher, not know that blood is blue until it hits oxygen? And then I looked it up, and apparently that was never true.
So basically, everything that they taught us while we were in school was a lie. Because I vividly remember them saying when we were in school that when your blood is on the inside of you, your blood is blue. But when it hits the air, like comes out of your body, it turns red. I also remember them saying that your heart is under the left side of your chest. Now they're saying that your heart is in the center of your chest. And this is how we're going to debunk that right now. When you used to pledge allegiance to the flag, what did you used to do? What did they tell you to do? They told you to put your right hand over the left side of your chest. Your right hand over your heart. That's what they used to tell you to do when you used to pledge allegiance to the flag.
They ain't say your
You
left.
don't remember that? We can go down a whole bunch of rabbit holes. The Bernstein Bears, the Bernstein Bears. Or how about the Monopoly Man? Them saying that the Monopoly Man never had a monocle. Or how about this? Them saying that Richard Simmons just died maybe a year ago.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they're trying to rewrite history. They are rewriting history. And this is for entertainment purposes only. But keep this in mind. There are people that can show proof that these things were the way they say they weren't. But why are they changing them right now? I need you to ask that question. Once you're able to answer that, you know what's up. I'm out.
Did anyone else hear that their blood was blue until it turned red? Because I'm not gonna lie, when you look here, you see my stuff blue on both arms. It's a little blue. I heard that before. So the fact that they're, you know what? I don't even know. I do want to mention, y'all know where I'm going. For those that are Black Mirror fans, I think I spoke about this before, but when it comes to the Mandela effect, there is an episode about the Mandela effect. It is the new season. I'll post the pictures and tell you what season it is and what episode, because they talk about the Mandela effect and they show you what they're doing. The Mandela effect is real. And they try to make you seem crazy when in reality you're not, because they're trying to erase stuff. That's why having the physical copy of stuff is like, it's so important, because you can't taint, you can't rewrite, you can't go in and tweak this stuff because it's the physical copy. All the digital stuff, they can go in and change.
I think I speak for all millennials when I say we're all set with subscription services at this point, because it's just gotten out of control. Now all the TV streaming, if you want no ads, if you want higher def, you got to upgrade, more money, new subscription, it's ridiculous. It's out of control. Household items are subscription models now. I'm at the point, like, if I need something, I'll just go to the store. I'll just go to the store to get it, because I'm not subscribing to another thing. I can't do it. I have so many that it's basically become like a charitable donation every single month. And if you want to cancel it, forget it. It's just like jumping over a million hoops just to cancel it. And then the second you do, you need it again. I can't do anymore. No more subscriptions. I'm done.
It was mentioned that they ran cable companies out only to become worse than cable. But everything is coming with subscriptions. It's another Black Mirror episode about that too. But you know... Nobody want to hear my references. No, let me not say that. It's not nobody. It's just particular people that watch the channel. They're like, you always have a reference for everything, because they put this stuff in the TV shows.
Y'all do know that the planet belongs to no one? Like, the planet belongs to nobody. We as a civilization have agreed collectively that the planet belongs to the few people at the top, and we all have to pay with our energy and time to live on their planet. The planet belongs to no one. No one owns the planet. Like, I don't know, it's just like, I just feel like people don't be saying stuff out loud. Why do nobody asked to be here. They didn't even ask to be here. Why did they get the upper hand to say that the planet is theirs, and now everybody has to work to pay and to survive on their planet. Like, this is all a sick joke that everyone is too weak to understand that they've been played.
Walmart is now telling Republicans and Democrats to get their act together and end the government shutdown and ensure that SNAP benefits go out on Monday. See, Walmart is a recipient of 26.7% of all SNAP benefit spending, and the United States issues around $8 billion in SNAP benefits every month, which means Walmart's on the hook to lose about $2.1 billion in revenue for the month of November. So Walmart, who has invested heavily in Republican politicians, is now telling those Republican politicians, get your crap together, end this shutdown, and if you can't do that, at least ensure that SNAP benefits are secure. As I predicted last Monday, it's not going to be Republicans and Democrats actually coming together because they want to. It's going to be Republicans and Democrats coming together to end the shutdown because the corporations tell them to.
All of you parents out there that got children in school, I suggest you pull them out. Start homeschooling. If you're not paying attention, you better start now. With everything that's going on, something is bound to kick it off bad. And that's when martial law may be declared. I want you to think hard about it. Because if martial law is declared while your child is in school, how do you know they will allow you to leave your residence to go get your own child? And if you make it to the school, what if they stop you and tell you for the safety of the children, no one will pick up the children? It's about to get rough. Banks are collapsing. Medicaid you can't afford. People are not receiving food stamp, welfare, WIC for their babies. They knew what they were doing by putting the pressure on us. They wanted this a long time ago. We didn't bite into it. But they done pushed us to a corner to where people may actually have to take to the streets. So I'm telling you, if you got children in school, at least think about what I'm telling you now. It's not going to be safe real soon.
They're deactivating accounts, Amazon Flex, Spark. They put in a new system. It's an AI system that detects what you're doing in the background of your phone. So if you're on a route for Amazon Flex or delivering for Spark and you go check what's going on Instacart, DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, it'll detect it even if you didn't accept it, and the next day you'll be deactivated. It's like they not only track you, but they own your phone. They're watching everything you're doing in the background while you're working for them. A lot of rumors are every delivery third-party company is going to be doing this and go in this direction, because the number one complaint from the consumer is, I watched my driver go all over town before they got here and delivered my food. So this is their fix, the corporation. And if you value your third-party delivery sites gig, you can't be double dipping. This is your PSA. Don't even open the other apps.
I was looking in the comment section and they were saying now this is where you get a separate phone. So you have a phone for Amazon Flex and then you have one just, you know, for you and your use. So it's like bring your own phone to work, problem solved. So people are saying like that's a class action lawsuit for invasion of privacy. Like that's a lawsuit. But the two phones I completely understand, because they're not gonna be able to catch what you're doing on the second phone because it has no connection with the other phone that you have. Thank you, Mr. Jones, for the video.
Ever wondered why you can book a trip to any corner of the planet, except the one at the Antarctica?
Hint, because it's the only place more off limits than Area 51.
But I saw those ads. You can go there. Penguins, icebergs, tours.
Tours? Thousands for a trip, get an official UN permit, and then set foot only on a tiny patch, always with a military escort. Every photo approved.
Wait, so you can't just wander off and explore? No chance. Cross the line and you'll meet a patrol real fast. Ask the Norwegians from 2011 or the Saunders couple. They got lost, picked up, then disappeared from the news.
So why all the security? What are they hiding? Ice cubes?
In 1959, 54 nations signed the Antarctic Treaty. No mining, no settlements, only science. But the science happens in sealed zones, off limits even to other researchers.
And you know every tourist is forced to carry a satellite beacon, never walks alone, and must file every photo with authorities. Try deleting your GPS, you're done.
But isn't it just cold and empty?
If it's just ice, why spend billions to keep you out? Why did world leaders fly in before elections? Why did religious heads show up for blessings?
So you're saying there's more?
Ask why old encyclopedias wrote about domes at 80 degrees south, or why early expeditions logged warm rivers in the middle of the ice.
Wow, and yet you won't hear this on TV.
Because the best secrets are hidden in plain sight, guarded by treaties, cameras, and silence.
So who's really in charge there?
Depends. Who's in charge of what you don't know?
Most will never ask. Ask yourself what's more dangerous, what's behind the ice wall, or what's above your head.
Thank you, B-Mac, for the video.
How could Muhammad Atta's passport survive the fireball explosion that supposedly cremated him, fly out of his pocket, fly out of the incinerated plane, flutter to the ground into 2 feet of debris, and end up in readable condition in the hands of investigators, all within 48 hours? Why did 19 Muslim men even need passports on domestic flights? How were passports found but not the plane's voice recorders? Why did the hijackers need passports they would never use again after their suicide flights? And why were the 19 accused Muslims not under surveillance on 911 if they were so easy to identify? The conspicuous trail of planted evidence continued 3 weeks after the 911 attacks, when anthrax letters killed 5 people and were clearly worded to throw the blame on Muslims. Death to America, death to Israel, Allah is great. It has since been proven that the anthrax came from a U.S. Army lab and was never mailed by Muslims. There are no airport security videos of any of the 19 accused Muslims boarding any of the hijacked planes.
Thank you, Astro, for the video.
There was a very strange Halloween costume that appeared during Trump's Halloween party. It's a McDonald's sign saying billions and billions served, with a child in a stroller, and the sign says order here right above it. That's really strange, don't you think? But yeah, Daddy Trump decided to throw an extravagant Halloween party.
They love playing in our face.
Instead of just reopening the government and paying the government officials that haven't been paid for over a month, he decided to throw a Halloween party with some strange symbolism sprinkled in there. The M in the McDonald's logo is from a black magic book. It's a sigil. And Ronald McDonald himself looks like an absolute weirdo. Look at all that red stuff around his face. Oh, but he's just a clown. Well, have you seen Castaway? Have you seen the hoodie that Ellen DeGeneres was wearing? That Jay-Z was wearing? That thing right there? That weird face? Do you know what that means? Yeah. So they found remains of human teeth in McDonald's food before. But let's just continue to eat that garbage. Entertainment only, they definitely do not put human meat in McDonald's.
Even to add on to what he just said, there's not enough cows being slaughtered in America like that to be serving. I don't know if he said billions. So you have to look into where is all this beef coming from? And for her to have the stroller with a baby in it, talking about order here, McDonald's, it's like y'all just playing in our faces at this point.
Everyone has seen this painting. Okay, so this is a painting that was in Jeffrey Epstein's $70 million apartment. It's on sale right now for $70 million.
Did he say $70 million apartment? I gotta repeat. I gotta make sure I heard 70 million. Maybe I heard it wrong. Hold on.
Everyone has seen this painting. Okay, so this is a painting that was in Jeffrey Epstein's $70 million apartment. It's on sale right now for $70.
Never mind.
$80 million in Manhattan. Common misconception with this painting is that Bill Clinton is wearing Hillary Clinton's dress from some event. Not accurate.
Oh, it's
He's wearing
Lewinsky's dress.
Monica Lewinsky's dress, and then
The
she
stain.
kept the stain that was that's how he got caught, right?
No.
So this painting obviously is indicating that Jeffrey Epstein has compromising information on Bill Clinton. Yesterday, a picture of Bill Clinton getting a massage from one of the victims came out. That said, what I found out about today is that there was another painting in there. I cannot believe I never knew this, but it's this. George Bush with 2 knocked down Jenga buildings
And 2 planes.
and 2 paper airplanes. How crazy is that, dude? And that was in Epstein's house.
Release the Epstein files.
What?
Everything is staged. Look at the Iranian parliament and compare it to the 2025 Oscars stage. We see the same Masonic symbolism. Movies are scripted, but so is politics. You see actors on stage, but who's writing the script?
I am not the Tucker Carlson expert on Iran.
You're a senator who's calling for the overthrow of the government.
You're the one who claims.
Albert Pike, a 33rd degree Freemason, predicted it back in 1871. The Third World War will be triggered so that Islam and Israel destroy each other. A planned war designed to exhaust nations and impose a global Luciferian religion. This chaos was encoded long ago. The number 33 and the pyramid are the signatures of Freemasonry. Even George Washington was a member, but at the top, it's not God you find, it's Baphomet. The House of the Temple in Washington has 33 columns, each 33 feet tall, with a pyramid and a double-headed eagle, the same eagle used by the Russian Empire, yet they make you believe they're on opposing sides. The Israeli Supreme Court, again, a pyramid donated by the Rothschilds, and once more, the Iranian Parliament, a pyramid with 33 windows. Coincidence? I don't think so. After all, who owns the world? BlackRock, the Black Cube, just like the Islamic Kaaba, Jewish Kabbalah, or Trump Tower. All aligned around the same symbol. And what do you find at the center of a Masonic lodge? A black cube, the cube of Saturn. A master mason knows the script, the others just follow it, and as long as you pick a side, you're doing exactly what they want you to do. You become a willing extra in their movie.
Did you know there's a conspiracy theory that claims governments plan to use holograms in the sky to fake the second coming of Christ? It's called Project Blue Beam. The idea first surfaced in the 1990s when a journalist named Serge Monast published his research claiming NASA and global elites had a plan to stage a massive deception in order to unite the world under a single government. According to him, the project would unfold in carefully planned phases. The first step, a rewriting of history through discoveries and archaeological revelations that would make people question their faith. The second, the skies lighting up with massive holograms, not just of one figure, but of many. People in the West might see, in the East perhaps Buddha, in the Middle East maybe Allah. Different cultures would see their god or prophet all at the same time, projected with advanced technology. Then comes the psychological part, voices projected directly into people's minds through something called V2K, or voice-to-skull technology. Imagine suddenly hearing what you believe is the voice of calling you by name. The goal would be to convince people that a savior had arrived, one that would unite all religions and nations into a single world order. Some versions of the theory even suggest it wouldn't stop there. Instead of a messianic figure, the illusion could be an alien invasion, forcing humanity to accept global unity out of fear and survival.
That's crazy.
Skeptics call it science fiction, but believers point to the rapid rise of hologram technology, satellite projections, and psychological warfare tools as proof that such a plan isn't impossible. Whether real or not, Project Bluebeam taps into one chilling question. If the skies lit up tomorrow with a vision of or an alien armada, or a voice that sounded divine, how would we know if it was real or just an illusion?
I think it was a video I reacted to a while back, but Project Bluebeam and holograms are going to be the tools that they use to produce a mass deception. That is major deception, to be able to display something like that in the sky for a motive and the purpose that they have, that they've been planning. You've seen, they said since the 1990s, this is not new. Have to stay in your word. You have to know and understand that our Messiah, Hamashiach, Yahusha, does not look like the images that they're portraying at all. Gotta get in our word to know when Yahusha comes, like the signs that Yahusha said will happen and how, he looked and we got to get into it to know it, because deception is here. It's coming. AI keeps getting advanced. So we have to stay in our words so that we be not deceived. Thank you, Scoop, for the video.
Hey.
You look back, like, in our Bible, you know, our Bible's our history. This is what we were doing. And it's like, we lost it, but we didn't pick it back up. And now we're trying to get back into it. So it's beautiful to see something like this taking place. He should teach classes on it. I think that's really cool that he's finding stuff and finding these hacks to make it to where, because you know, life hacks are about you working smarter, not harder. You already know my thing, protect him at all costs, because he's doing something that ain't, you know, he's posting. When you post, you're exposing. But proud of him, very, very proud of him. I really think that he should teach us, because that'd be a great business in itself. Not only do you have your own business by having all that stuff at the house, but it'd be a great business to even show us, like us people, how to get back into like living like that. Because we need it. Because if the world shut down, how many of us know how to cut a chicken? How many of us know how to grow our own food? How many of us know where to get water? So it'd be stuff like that that is sad to think about, but you have to think about, especially with all the stuff that we've been reacting to, and the government shutting down this and doing that. They're thriving off of us. Thank you, Hector, for the video.
We've been told that 120 over 80 is good. But here's the thing, that normal protects your doctor. Here's another pill. If you're stressed about your blood pressure, guess what that stress is going to do with your blood pressure? Why don't we talk about it instead, and I'll let you know what they don't want you to know. Systolic, that top number, that should be about 110 plus half your age. Yes, it is supposed to rise with age. It's not dangerous, it's physiology. Diastolic, that bottom number, should be under 100. If it's over 100, then your liver and your kidneys are under stress. These are your two biggest regulators of blood pressure. Let's dig a little deeper, because this next part no one talks about. One of the hidden causes of high blood pressure is insulin resistance. Here's how it works. Every time that you eat, your body releases insulin. This is the key that unlocks your cells, lets the sugar in so that it can fuel your body. But when you eat too often, too many carbs, too many snacks, too much stress, now your body is swimming in insulin all day. And when that happens, your cells stop listening. They become resistant to insulin signaling. So then your body makes more of it. Now you have too much insulin in your blood, and that's where the trouble begins. High insulin flips your body into fight or flight mode. Your blood vessels constrict, your heart rate climbs, and your kidneys start holding on to salt and water. That combination is the perfect storm for high blood pressure. Oh no, but it doesn't stop there. That constant flood of insulin drives inflammation. It irritates the lining of your arteries. It makes them stiff, hard, and less flexible. Your heart pumps harder just to get that blood through. Pressure rises, energy tanks. But the truth is, until you fix insulin resistance, you're not fixing the root cause. Because when you lower the insulin, your vessels relax. Inflammation drops. your blood pressure starts to normalize naturally. So if you've been struggling or stressing about high blood pressure and nobody ever told you about this, now you know. Drop the word blood pressure in the comments or send me a direct message. I will show you a natural, science-backed way that people are fixing this for good.
Everybody wants healing, but who will change their habits?
That's it.
You want more energy, but you keep skipping sleep. You want clearer skin, but you still eating processed foods. You want balanced hormones, but you can't let go of stress and sugar. You want to reverse diabetes, but you won't change what's on your plate. You want a stronger immune system, but you won't give up soda and late night snacking. I know you see the problem, right?
Yeah.
We pray for the effects and the results, but Yahuwah has already given us the laws of health.
Hallelujah.
Healing is not magic. It's a compounding of choices and decisions. Healing is not just taking supplements. It's transforming your lifestyle overall. Healing is not just asking and praying for a miracle. It's changing your actions and making them line up with his covenant of healing. You can't ask for healing, but you don't want to change the habits. Shalom.
Everybody wants healing, but few want to give up the very habits that make them sick. You can't pray for energy while still running on junk food. You can't want peace while staying addicted to stress. You can't claim healing while repeating what's hurting you. Those are bars from Rafa Roots. Shout out to Rafa Roots, y'all. If you guys are looking for any natural herbs, vegan, organic, all the above, shop with Rafa Roots. Link is in the description down below. They have a product for everyone. I kid you not. They sell from soaps to deodorants, supplements, whether you're looking for a colon ease, female hormonal balance, kidney filtration, lymph drainage, multivitamins, male hormonal balance. They sell it all. If you're serious about changing your habits and living a more healthy lifestyle, Rafa Roots has it. So make sure when you shop at Rafa Roots that you use my discount code to save yourself some money when it comes to shopping with them. Have fun shopping and have fun taking your supplements and your teas, your deodorants, your soaps, because it's been a blessing for me in my life and it's completely did a 180 for me.
Did you know Disney has a weird tie to Jeffrey Epstein's island?
How?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Who's that again?
She got arrested and she's on trial for Jeffrey Island because Jeffrey already died, right?
Yeah.
She's the last one that's kind of part of the running of the island.
Yeah.
People looked into it and they found out she used to work for Disney. And not only did she work for Disney, she was a child talent scout for Disney, fam.
Didn't know that.
I already know where this is going.
Talent scout for Disney.
Yeah.
And she was very involved. Now, people did even more digging. Around the same time when she was working there, the Disney cruises, one of the stops was at St. Little James Island for snorkeling.
Oh no.
And St. Little James Island
Is right beside
is
them?
Jeffrey Epstein's island.
No.
Think about it like this. Yeah. It's snorkeling, right?
Uh-huh.
People always get lost at sea. There's an ex-Satanist, like a member of the Satanic Church. He came out and he said one of the craziest truths about Satanism and said the old head, like the old leader of that church, said he was thankful that at least one day of the year everybody celebrates the devil.
Oh my God.
And he's talking about Halloween.
Yeah.
Now, what's so weird about Halloween is all of the paganism that ties into it and the fact of it just being from a dark place.
Yeah.
Like we talked about the origins from it before, about it being
the spirits come
the
up.
Spirits, yeah. So October 31st is supposed to be the day where the underworld and the spirit world connect.
Yeah.
And they're looking for refuge from people.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to give food to the poor. The way trick-or-treaters come to your door. Ding, ding.
Yep.
Trick or treat. Because if you don't, then the bad spirits
will haunt you.
or trick you.
Yeah.
Because it's either trick or treat.
There's another story that I seen where this guy was literally missing for 22 years. The only reason why they found him was a picture on Google Maps.
Oh.
It was in a nice suburban neighborhood. So I'll show you the picture after. But the day he went missing, he told his girlfriend that he was gonna go to the club, right? So he was driving, blah, blah, blah. When he came back, no like missing person alerts, no Amber alerts for this guy. His family was like, okay, we're just gonna, to be honest, he probably got abducted. We're not gonna do anything about this because no one's gonna find him. There's no like reports on him, right? So one day this guy, randomly 22 years after, this guy's on Google Maps and then he's looking at this little lake with a bunch of suburban houses, right? And then he sees a little car by the side of the lake and he's like, okay, I'm gonna zoom in, tilt my head a little, and he's like, okay, what the heck? I'm gonna report this to the police. This is weird, right?
Yeah.
So police come and they pull the car out and it has a bunch of algae, right? They flip the car because they have something like to pull the car out and they flip it, right? In the car, there's still a skeleton with the seat still buckled.
That's
you know
crazy.
what I mean? This is so weird because it's like, why would people not see this? Like, this is the sidewalk and this is the car that's been there for 22 years.
Nobody like paid attention to it.
They've tricked our entire generation to work jobs that we hate. And what do we get in exchange for working these terrible jobs? We get money. Money that can't buy back the time that the job took from us. All
So
for
true.
what? Just so we're not perceived as a bum by the rest of society, just so we can impress our fathers. And then they trick us on television and social media to believe that we have to be consumers to be fulfilled. And every single time we're left empty. We're just byproducts of a lifestyle obsession. We have no actual purpose. We go into debt to buy a car so that we can commute to work, only to then pay off the car that we just went in debt to go to work. We buy houses to leave vacant all day to go to work, just to pay off the house that we're leaving vacant because we're at work all day.
Mind
Nothing
blowing.
makes sense.
The system is a scam. Man, even somebody said the fact that we're trying to normalizing having 2 jobs or more is ridiculous. I don't know how people are doing it. I think I asked that question before. I was like, how many jobs do y'all have? Because now one is not enough. Now people got 2 to 3. I don't know how that is done. So I would love to know, how do you break that down for those that have 2 jobs? I really would like to know you guys' schedule and how you guys are able to manage 2 jobs. And do y'all have a family? How are y'all doing this? I am going to end this video here. I was gonna say on that lovely note, it's not a lovely video. It's facts though. It's just not lovely to hear because it's true. Everyone was talking in the comment section about capitalism, how it's ugly, and that's the problem. Capitalism is neo-slavery. So that's all they're saying throughout the comment section. But just definitely wanted to just kind of throw that out there. But I am done reacting with this video. Really loved and enjoyed all the ones that you guys sent. Hector was the last one that was sending all those videos. So Hector, shout out to you. I truly do appreciate you, just in case I did not shout you out more than once. So thank you so much. Again, for those that want their video featured on here along with the shout out, please join the Discord. The link is in the description down below. That's where you'll post the videos. That's where I see it and how I react to it. Thank you to all those that have been just supporting. I just really appreciate it for all the love and support that you guys show. Like, I have to give all esteem to Yahuwah and Yahusha because I'm just a vessel that they work in and through, and I have to give credit and honor where it's due. I'm a steward over what they rightfully own, and I'm just grateful to be in the position that they allow me to be a vessel in. So I'm just very, very, very blessed, grateful, and appreciative. We are on the road to 900,000 people. It's just crazy, but all esteem to Yahuwah and Yahusha. I want to say shop the merch, shopperkyy.com. Link is in the description down below. Take some pictures, send it to me so I can feature you on the website. Thank you to those that have already done so. Thank you for the people that have been supporting and buying the merch. I truly do appreciate it, and I see it all. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed one. I will see you on the next one. Shalom, shalom.
You can't bring me down. I know who I belong to. Yeah. What? I won't sell my soul. I know my worth.